The sun was setting over the dusty town of Silverstone as John Ryder rode in on his trusty steed. It had been years since he had last laid eyes on his hometown, and he could hardly recognize the place. Once a thriving community, Silverstone was now a shadow of its former self. Buildings were dilapidated, the streets were littered with debris, and a cloud of fear hung over the town. As John made his way into the town square, he saw a menacing figure on a horse. It was Sheriff Wallace, a man known for his ruthless ways and iron grip on the town. Surrounding him were his thugs, intimidating the townsfolk. John's heart filled with anger and determination. He knew he had to do something to stop the corruption that had taken hold of Silverstone. With a fire burning in his eyes, John sought out his old friends for help. They were hesitant at first, having witnessed the brutality of the sheriff firsthand, but their love for their town and loyalty to John eventually swayed them. Together, they formed a plan to take down the corrupt sheriff and restore Silverstone to its former glory. But as they gathered weapons and prepared for the showdown, a mysterious figure appeared in their midst. He was tall, with piercing blue eyes that seemed to see into your soul. His presence commanded respect, and his reputation as a sharpshooter spoke for itself. Introducing himself as Travis, the mysterious sharpshooter offered his expertise to their cause. He had heard of the corruption in Silverstone and was drawn to right the wrongs. Though skeptical, John knew they needed all the help they could get, and he agreed to let Travis join their fight. As the day of reckoning approached, tensions grew high. John couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Memories of his past, of a life he had left behind, resurfaced in his mind. The darkness that had once consumed him threatened to resurface. On the fateful day, the showdown finally arrived. The people of Silverstone gathered, fear and hope mingling in the air. John, Travis, and their allies faced off against the sheriff and his thugs, ready to fight tooth and nail for justice. But as the first shots were fired, John's doubts evaporated. He fought with everything he had, his past dissipating into the ether. The battle raged on, each side fighting valiantly for their cause. In the end, John, Travis, and their allies emerged victorious. The corrupt sheriff and his thugs were defeated, and Silverstone basked in newfound freedom. The town was able to rebuild, and a sense of peace was finally restored. As John looked over the town, now thriving once again, he realized that the true enemy had not been the sheriff or his past. It had been the darkness that had threatened to consume him, a darkness he had overcome with the help of his friends and new ally, Travis. With a renewed sense of purpose, John vowed to protect Silverstone at all costs, ensuring that it would never fall into the clutches of corruption again.